How many hours have you spent staring at a textbook, meticulously highlighting sentence after sentence, only to realize a week later that you can barely remember a single concept? How many lectures have you rewatched, convinced that this time it would finally stick? We spend years of our lives in a system designed to teach us, yet almost no one ever teaches us how to learn. We've been sold a myth that learning is about absorption, that if we just expose our brains to enough information through sheer force of will and endless repetition, it will somehow sink in. This is why we feel frustrated, exhausted, and often not very smart. We blame ourselves, our memory, or our lack of talent for a specific subject. But what if the problem isn't you? What if the problem is your method? The truth is, much of what we consider studying is incredibly inefficient, and in some cases, completely useless. The science of learning has shown us that our brains don't work like sponges. They work like muscles that need to be actively trained. In this video, we are cutting through the noise. We are replacing outdated and ineffective habits with 3 unbreakable laws of learning grounded in cognitive science. These aren't just tips, they are a fundamental shift in your approach. Master these 3 laws, and you will not only learn any subject more effectively, you will finally be in control of your own intellectual growth. The first and most powerful law you must obey is the law of active recall. This law states that true learning occurs not when you are putting information into your brain, but when you are actively trying to pull it out. Most common study techniques are passive. Reading a book, watching a video, listening to a lecture, these are all forms of information intake. They feel productive, but they often create what psychologists call the illusion of competence. You recognize the information, so you believe you know it. Active recall is the opposite. It's the act of retrieving information from your memory without any aids. It is, in essence, constantly testing yourself. For example, instead of rereading a chapter on the causes of World War I, close the book and write down everything you can remember about it. Instead of watching a coding tutorial and copying the code, watch it, then close the video and try to build the program from scratch. This process feels difficult. It will be uncomfortable. You will forget things. You will realize how little you actually retained. And that discomfort is the entire point. It's the signal that your brain is working hard to forge and strengthen neural pathways. Each time you struggle to retrieve a piece of information, you are sending a powerful signal to your brain that this information is important and needs to be stored more securely. The most practical application of this is the Feynman technique. 1. Choose a concept you want to learn. 2. Explain it out loud or on a piece of paper in the simplest terms possible, as if you were teaching it to a child. 3. Whenever you get stuck or have to use complex jargon, you've just identified a gap in your understanding. 4. Go back to your source material to fill that specific gap, and then repeat the process until you can explain the concept fluently and simply. This isn't just a study hack, it is the very engine of deep learning. The second law that governs all learning is the law of the solid foundation. Knowledge is cumulative. You cannot write a compelling essay if you don't understand grammar. You cannot compose a beautiful piece of music if you don't master your scales. You cannot write complex software if you don't have a firm grasp of the fundamental logic of variables and loops. This seems obvious, yet it is the hidden source of failure for millions of learners. We are often rushed through the basics, or are too proud to admit we don't understand them. So we build upon a weak, incomplete foundation. For a while, we can manage. But inevitably, we reach a point where the complexity of the new information is too great for our shaky base to support. The entire structure of our understanding collapses. At this point, we conclude, I'm just not good at programming, or I'll never be able to speak French. The real problem isn't a lack of talent. It's the cracked foundation we built months or even years ago. The solution requires intellectual honesty and the humility to take a step back. Before you dive into an advanced topic, ask yourself, do I have an unshakable command of the fundamentals? If the answer is anything less than a confident yes, you must go back. Use online resources, introductory courses, or textbooks to diagnose and fill the gaps in your core knowledge. This may feel like a waste of time. It might even feel embarrassing, but it is the single most effective way to accelerate your long-term progress. You are not reviewing, you are retrofitting your foundation from sand to solid steel. By ensuring every fundamental concept is mastered to the point of instinct, you create a stable base upon which you can build any level of complexity with confidence. Without this, you are doomed to repeat the cycle of advancing, getting confused, and quitting. The final and most subtle law is the law of productive discomfort. Our brains are wired for efficiency. They prefer comfort and ease, but deep learning does not happen in a state of comfort. It happens at the very edge of your abilities. in a state of struggle that is challenging but ultimately manageable. This is the zone of productive discomfort. Most of us have a negative relationship with this feeling. When we feel confused or stuck, we interpret it as a sign of failure. We feel anxiety, frustration, and the urge to quit. But this is a critical misunderstanding. That feeling of struggle isn't a signal to stop. It's a signal that learning is actually happening. It's the friction required to build new mental muscle. When you're learning something new, confusion is not the enemy, it's the entry fee. Think of it like working out. If you lift a weight that is too light, you will never get stronger. If you lift one that is impossibly heavy, you will injure yourself. The growth happens when you choose a weight that forces you to struggle, that pushes you right to your limit. Cognitive growth works exactly the same way. The action here is to reframe your emotional response to difficulty. When you hit a wall and feel that familiar sense of confusion, do not retreat. Instead, lean into it with curiosity. See it not as a personal failure, but as a diagnostic tool. Ask questions. What, specifically, is confusing about this? What information am I missing that would make this clear? What's the one thing I do understand that I can build upon? By transforming your panic into a process of inquiry, you turn discomfort into your most valuable learning compass. You learn to tolerate the friction because you understand it is the very force that is reshaping your mind and forging deeper understanding. So let's put the old myths to rest. Effective learning is not about being a genius. It's not about highlighting every word in a book, and it's not about logging more passive hours. It is an active, strategic, and often uncomfortable process. It is a skill that can be learned. The system is built on these 3 laws. First, the law of active recall. Relentlessly pull information out of your brain. Don't just passively put it in. Second, the law of the solid foundation. Have the humility to master the basics before you attempt to scale the heights. And third, the law of productive discomfort. Learn to embrace the struggle as the very sign that your brain is growing stronger. By building your study habits around these core principles, you take back control. You transform learning from a mysterious, frustrating process into a reliable system for acquiring any skill, understanding any concept, and achieving your most ambitious goals. These laws often require us to unlearn bad habits we've built over years. So I'm curious, what is the most ineffective study habit you've had to unlearn in your own journey? Share it in the comments below. Your story might be the insight someone else needs to finally start studying the right way. If you found this video valuable, please like and subscribe to The Brainline. We're dedicated to giving you the mental tools you need to succeed. Thanks for watching.